Time blocking is the best way to manage time. For those who don't know, time blocking is a time management technique where you schedule specific tasks and activities into predetermined time slots. By assigning each task to a specific time, it functions like making appointments with yourself, promoting productivity, and helping to prevent distractions and overwhelm. If you're in your 20s or 30s, you're probably living in one of the busiest seasons of life you'll ever experience. For many people, this stage of adulthood is filled with ambition and opportunity, but also with responsibilities that can feel overwhelming. You might be building your career, trying to establish a business, or managing the early years of parenthood, all while attempting to maintain friendships, stay healthy, and maybe even squeeze in a little fun. With so many moving pieces, it's easy to feel like time is constantly slipping through your fingers. Days blur together, to-do lists never end, and instead of feeling accomplished, you often feel like you're running in circles. The truth is, you don't need more hours in the day. You need to manage the hours you already have more effectively. And one of the best tools for doing this is something called time blocking. Time blocking is a method of organizing your day that goes far beyond the traditional to-do list. Instead of writing down tasks and hoping you'll get to them, you assign each task a specific block of time on your calendar. Think of it as giving every minute of your day a job. It might sound simple, and in many ways it is, but the impact can be enormous. By deciding in advance how you'll spend your time, you eliminate the constant decision-making that leads to procrastination and wasted hours. Instead of asking, "What should I do next?" you already know, because your calendar tells you. This reduces mental fatigue and frees your focus for the work that actually matters. For young professionals and entrepreneurs, time blocking is especially powerful. When you're launching a career or a business, it's easy to get caught in a cycle of reacting rather than leading your day. Emails, messages, and sudden requests pull you in a dozen directions until your most important goals get pushed aside. The same is true for new parents, who are often balancing unpredictable family responsibilities with the demands of work. Time blocking doesn't magically create more time, but it does allow you to take control of the time you have, which can make the difference between feeling constantly overwhelmed and actually making progress. One of the hidden benefits of time blocking is that it forces you to be realistic about what you can accomplish in a single day. A to-do list can give the illusion that you'll finish everything, but when you try to fit 10 major tasks into a schedule, you quickly see that there simply isn't enough time. Instead of overcommitting and feeling like you failed, time blocking encourages you to prioritize. You see clearly that if you want to dedicate 3 hours to deep work, an hour to exercise, and 2 hours to family dinner and bedtime routines, you can also fit in endless meetings and side projects. This honesty about your time is liberating because it helps you focus on what truly matters while letting go of what doesn't. For entrepreneurs in particular, this is a game changer. Building a business often means there's always more to do: more marketing, more networking, more development, more sales calls. Without boundaries, you risk burning yourself out while neglecting the personal life that actually gives your work meaning. Time blocking helps by placing clear walls around your tasks. When you know you have 3 hours in the morning for creative work and 2 hours in the afternoon for client interactions, you can give those blocks your full attention without guilt. You don't have to check emails during your creative block because you already know they have a place later in the day. This not only makes you more productive, it improves the quality of your work because you're giving each activity undivided attention. New parents often find time blocking equally transformative. Caring for children comes with its own kind of unpredictability, but even within the chaos, structure helps. By setting aside time blocks for family routines, chores, work, and rest, parents create a rhythm that brings order to busy days. It might mean reserving early mornings for personal focus before the kids wake up, or designating specific hours as non-negotiable family time in the evening. The beauty of time blocking is that it adapts to your life. It isn't about perfection, it's about intention. Even when schedules shift, the practice of blocking your time keeps you anchored. Another major benefit of time blocking is how it protects your focus in a world full of distractions. Technology has made it easier than ever to stay connected, but it also means you're constantly at risk of being pulled away from meaningful work by notifications, messages, or social media. Time blocking gives you permission to turn those distractions off during certain blocks. If you've set aside 9 to 11 a.m. for deep work, you can silence your phone, close your inbox, and give yourself permission to concentrate fully. This kind of focus time is when breakthroughs happen. It's where entrepreneurs develop their best ideas, professionals make real progress on career-defining projects, and parents find the space to plan for the future rather than just reacting to the moment. But time blocking isn't just about work. It's also about life outside of work. Too often, young adults think of productivity as something limited to their jobs or businesses. But being productive in life means making room for relationships, health, and personal growth. Time blocking ensures that those areas get the attention they deserve. You don't have to choose between career success and a happy home life. You can design your schedule to support both. By putting family dinners, workouts, or downtime on the calendar with the same seriousness as a business meeting, you're sending yourself a message. These things matter. This balance is what prevents burnout and keeps you motivated for the long run. One of the psychological reasons time blocking works so well is because it creates structure and reduces decision fatigue. Every time you stop to ask yourself, what should I do next? You're draining a little bit of mental energy. By the end of the day, that constant decision-making adds up and leaves you exhausted. Time blocking eliminates those micro-decisions by laying out your day in advance. It's like having a personal coach guiding you through your schedule, reminding you what to focus on and when. This structure can be especially helpful if you struggle with procrastination. Instead of facing an overwhelming to-do list, you only have to focus on the task in front of you, knowing that everything else has its place later in the day. The great thing about time blocking is that it's flexible. You don't need to map out every single minute of your life to benefit from it. Some people prefer very detailed schedules, while others block larger chunks of time for categories like creative work, administrative tasks, or family time. The key is to be intentional. If you know in advance what your priorities are and when you'll focus on them, you're far less likely to waste hours on distractions or low-value tasks. Flexibility also means that when life inevitably interrupts, when a client cancels, a child gets sick, or an opportunity arises, you can adjust without losing your sense of direction. The blocks are a framework, not a prison. When starting out with time blocking, it's helpful to begin small. Instead of trying to block every minute of your week, you might start by blocking just your mornings. Decide what the first 3 hours of your day will look like and stick to that plan. You'll quickly notice how much more productive and less chaotic those hours feel. Over time, you can expand to blocking more of your day until the habit becomes second nature. The point isn't to create the perfect schedule, but to develop a system that helps you move steadily toward your goals while maintaining balance. Many successful people use time blocking to maximize their days. Leaders, entrepreneurs, and creatives alike rely on it because it frees them to focus on high-value work without neglecting other areas of life. But you don't have to be running a Fortune 500 company to benefit. Whether you're a young professional trying to get ahead in your career, an entrepreneur building something from scratch, or a new parent balancing work and family, time blocking gives you a sense of control over your most precious resource, your time. The difference between people who drift through their days and those who build fulfilling, productive lives often comes down to intention. Without a plan, the urgent will always push aside the important.